Welcome or welcome back. It's your local shipping enthusiast, and today we're ranking the amazing digital Citcus ships. For this video, I have a little friend. I found this bird, like he fell out of his nest yesterday, so he's here now. I'm keeping it in my on my lap because he's, I don't know, he's calmer when I'm holding it, or just when he's closer to me, he likes to snuggle as well, so that's why he's here. He's a little guy and he's a little sleepy because he just ate, I think. So now it's time to go to sleep. But again, he can't really sleep too well alone in his little box. Anyway, today we're fucking ranking the amazing digital Citcus ships because I am currently obsessed and this is how I cope with it. Also, because I like shipping. I already made I think one video was before I started making videos in English with ship dynamics that I like, so I think that was in Italian. But I know I made one video in English already, ranking ships I don't really like. It was a while ago, but I also already did one ranking video about erase characters. So today we're ranking the amazing digital Citcus ships. But you don't like it? Anyway, I pulled up 3 different things because this fandom has so many fucking ships. This one is just between all the main characters. This one has the names and has also the Polish ships I've seen. I don't remember all the fucking names, so I also pulled up the Amazing Digital Citcus ship wiki with all the fucking ship names because I cannot fucking be bothered to remember every name. I barely remember the names of the ships I ship. I even found out that apparently one of the ships I ship does not really use the name that I thought it used. Okay, but yeah. And also a third one, just for good measure, because why not? I think these ones are all covered between these 2 categories, but whatever. I actually think I'll do in this order. This one because it's the easiest to understand. This one because it has a bunch of ships that are not between the main character, like Cosmo and fucking Jax. And then this one with the fucking names and also the Polish ships and everything. So here we are. And of course I'm gonna give my opinions on everything because I am an opinionated person. Okay, to start very easy, I would start from Kinger simply because it's the only character I don't really ship with a lot of people. I can see him with some people, I guess, but mostly not really. So it's the easiest, Okay, Kinger and Subo. I don't really say it. I don't hate it. I don't like it. I don't care about it. Okay, this is something that happened. I saw a ship that involved Kinger and Ragatha, and I immediately had a body reaction to that, and I think I wouldn't have that same body reaction to Kinger and Subo. So just for that, I will put in I don't mind. I'm going in the order that I see the ships. I don't know. Okay, so don't come for me, please. Okay, this one might be controversial. You have the right to hit me with stones, okay? Kinger and Kane, which I think, okay, the name I've always used is Royalty, but apparently that's not the name that people actually, there are other names. I fucking hate this thing that names don't match. This one, okay, I'm exposing myself, but this one I actually ship. I even wrote fanfiction of them. I have a very specific dynamic in my head for them, but we're just talking about shipping them, not the way that you ship them. So I'll put them in ship it. I wouldn't say they're my OTP simply because yes, I wrote fanfiction, but at the same time, I wouldn't just go read fanfiction of them for fancies. Also because, okay, the fanfiction that people write on AO3 are very heartbreaking. The amount of psychological damage that people put me through using this ship is crazy. So I can really if I'm having fun and I just want a little story to read before bed, I would not fucking go read Royal Thief. That's for despair. Oh, I found my laces. What the fuck? Okay, I was looking for them. Anyway. So yeah, ship it, but not my OTP. I wouldn't just randomly go and look it up and read. You would? You're exposing yourself. Be careful, baby. Kinger and Gangle, I think the reaction would be the same as Subol. I wouldn't have the same bodily reaction, but at the same time, I wouldn't go look for the ship. I wouldn't... I don't know. If... Okay, now, I need to like make hypotheticals because that's how my brain works. Let's say that a friend of mine shipped them. I wouldn't mind them sending me content of it, even if I don't ship it. Like, if it's not too frequent, if it's not too explicit, I would not really mind it. Not something that I would look for myself, but you know, I wouldn't mind if a mutual or a friend sent me fan art or even fan fiction. I think I would even read a fan fiction if my friend wrote it. I don't care about the ship. Again, there are some cases in which I would just like, not, absolutely not, I'm sorry. But for Gangle and Kinger or Subol and Kinger, I wouldn't really mind. I'm an open-minded fella. Okay, Kinger and Queenie, ship it. Again, same thing with Royal Thief. Every fucking fanfiction that has, I think, what's it called? Like chessboard? No, whatever. Kinger and Queenie, any fanfiction or fan art that has the two of them, it's always very heartbreaking in a different way from how Royal Thief is, because as far as I've seen, Royal Thief is more like one-sided adoration more than like love or anything, while Kinger and Queenie are like mutual love and etc., but there's a lot of grief. So like, again, I wouldn't go out of my way to read a fanfiction of them if I was already in a bad mood. I can read them. I absolutely did. I did not write fanfiction for them because, you know, I don't really like talking about grief when I write, you know, it's too personal for me. But yeah, they go in the ship it category. Also because like, I feel like if you don't ship them, like, it's kind of weird. Like, why don't you, right? Why don't you? It's, yeah. Even if I have to say I don't really like the dead wife trope, but you know, it works. Kinger and Gamigo, I wouldn't say no TP, but I guess I don't, not my thing. I don't know, because again, they didn't really interact. I'm not gonna say that I'm not a crack shipper, because sometimes I do have crack ships that, you know, I actually enjoy. One of them is on my wall, on that opposite wall. You can kind of see it there. But yeah, I do like crack shipping, but you know, I just don't see it with Gamigu and Kinger. I don't think I've ever seen content of them, honestly. So they're staying there. Okay, I found Pomni and Kinger in the meantime. This is... because, okay, I feel like the more two characters interact, the more their dynamic solidifies in my head for them. So Pomni and Kinger, they interacted a lot, and for me, it solidified this mutual respect, kind of like an apprentice and a teacher kind of relationship. And of course, like, I didn't say before this, but like, this is a safe space. You can ship whatever the fuck you want, or not ship whatever the fuck you want. This is just for fun, right? I'm not throwing judgment at people that may ship a certain ship. Like, if you ship fucking Gamigu and Kinger, I do not actually care. Like, it's just shipping. Be free and be cringe, right? But again, if two characters interact a lot, in my head, I solidify a kind of dynamic, a kind of relationship. So it's hard for me to go outside of that dynamic. If two characters don't interact, they can be anything in my head. Like, it happened a lot when I was in the Helluva Boss fandom, that I had a lot of crack ships between characters that didn't really interact, but like, they had some potential, I guess, because again, they didn't interact a lot. So I didn't have a specific dynamic in mind. When it comes to Pomni and Kinger, the same with Ragatha and Kinger, I have specific not I had canon as well, I guess, and I can't really go outside of those, but I can see why some people ship them. Okay, I would say Pomni and Kinger is not my thing, simply because Ragatha and Kinger is my no TP. And if I have to explain my reasoning, okay, I don't like when people make Kinger like be the dad of the group, simply because I don't think he has that relationship with everyone. For example, I don't see him having that relationship with either Zubul, Gangol, or really even Jax. I see him having that kind of relationship with Ragatha, but also she's a grown-ass woman, so, you know, you can still fucking ship her with Kinger. It's not a crime because they're both adults, they're not related, you know, all that stuff. It's all okay. But again, I personally see them more like father-daughter relationship between them because of the interaction that they had. If you don't, that's fine. Like, I don't want to pass judgment. I don't want to look like someone that judges anyone for the ship they like, because I'm the first person that likes a lot of weird, unconventional ships, and like every video I make is like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. These characters are fictional. They're your paper dolls. You can make them kiss. You can make them fuck. You can do whatever they want. You can do whatever you want with them. They're not real. But again, my opinion, my no TP. Where the fuck is Jackson Kinger? Like the others. I don't mind, I guess. Okay, I'm going like up from the characters that I ship less. I guess, I don't know, I want to keep like my OTPs for last, so like it's more fun. Okay, so I think I'll do the ships with Gamigu, because there's not much to say, so we cut some time. For Gamigu, I don't mind him shipped with anyone except like Pomni. I think I shipped it at one point, but again, there's not much content, and I ship Pomni with other people more, so, you know, it's just like I ship it. It's between I ship it and I don't mind, honestly. I don't know how to like put them into perspective, because the ships I ship them in different ways, right? So like I'm just putting it there. They're probably not gonna be in any kind of order, but you know, let's go with Gangle, I guess, for no particular reason. Gangle is an odd case, okay? I feel like these 5 categories don't really encapsulate my way of thinking about ships, okay? Also because for me, okay, I have a different relationship between fanfiction and fan arts. I can like fan arts of any ship, and I don't really mind most of them, but I wouldn't go out of my way to read certain ships, right? If I saw, okay, a fan art of, okay, let's say Gangle and Kane, okay, I think I would like it, like I would put a like in it. If it's my friend that posted it, I would even comment on it, but I wouldn't really look for it or like, you know, read about it. So, Gangle and Kane, I don't mind, like in this thing, I don't mind most of them. Okay, no, actually with Kane, I can see I have to make a change. I changed the names because this makes more sense. So we have OTP, ship it, I can see, not my thing, and OTP. Most of them are not my thing. And what I mean by not my thing again is that I wouldn't go out of my way to look for their ship. I would probably like a post that, you know, ship them like an edit or fan art. If a friend of mine posted a fanfiction of them, I would read it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to like look for their ship name on I don't know, Tumblr or Twitter or anything. I don't care that much, you know. And in I can see it, there's definitely Gamigu and Pomni, and I think it's the only one here. Again, I can see it, not really enough content for me to care that much. Also straights, I don't like straights. This is a joke. I'm not straight phobic or anything, okay? And in Ship It, I left shipping and OTP the same. OTP is still blank. Okay, this is gonna be fun because we have some interesting ships left. Subal and Kane, okay? I'm not lying, I can see it, okay? I can see the potential in it. Again, I wouldn't rate it or anything, but I do understand it and I can see that. The only reason I don't really ship it is because like my brain literally decides on its own when it ships something. I can't decide whether or not to make my brain ship it. Hello. Subal and Kane, I can definitely see it. Definitely. And I think I can be swayed. Like if I found a writer that I like that wrote for that ship, I think I would read it. Same actually with Pomni and Gabiku. I can see it. Kane and Jax, okay? Don't really ship them. Not content. There's not enough content for me. Even like in the fandom. So, you know, I have ships that I ship more. The reason why I have so many not my thing and so little OTPs and no TPs, it's because really unless the fandom makes me hate something, it's very hard for me to genuinely hate a ship. I think I talked about it when I made the ranking video about ships I don't like, and it talked about Wednesday and fucking, I don't remember the guy's name. Like the only reason that's my no TP is because of the fandom and how insufferable the fandom is. So, you know, it's very hard for me to care so much about a ship that I don't like. Jax and Gangle, okay. Not my thing personally, but also I can see it. Okay, I can see why people ship it. Like abuser per abused, it's a common trope. Like some people ship it because of how toxic it is. Some people ship it for the potential it has as like an healthier ship. It's not a dynamic I like. I was bullied in school, like in middle school for a long time. Like I was outed and I was made fun of. You weren't made fun of. You're a bird. I was made fun of in middle school, and that caused a lot of issues for me in high school, of course. So, you know, I don't really like the dynamic, but I can see why people ship it. Still not my thing, but also I can see it. You know, it's between there. I can see it, but not my thing. I think Gangle's voice actor ships them actually. Not sure, okay. I saw like just a couple of lives where the voice actors talked about some ship they like, some stuff, etc. Don't quote me on this, okay? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I'm wrong, okay? Maybe I'm making this up. Anyway, I think she ships them. Jax and Subal. I can also see this, okay? The problem with most ships is that I can see most of them after careful consideration and talking with the bird about it. I established that Jax and Subal is not my thing. Again, I can see it, okay? I see the potential, I see everything, but not okay. Little parenthesis, I'm opening and closing very quickly. I don't see, like, Jax for me is a character that I can't fully ship with anyone simply because of how damaged she is. Therefore, like, I think I can't ship her in any healthy relationship. I can see, like, okay, like with Pomni, okay, I can see Jax and Pomni being together, but I cannot see their relationship being healthy, at least with like before how the finale was and everything. I don't think Jax has the capacity to have an healthy relationship. I'm not a big fan of unhealthy relationships. One-sided I can take, grief, mourning, I can take, but like unhealthy, it's just, again, it's probably because of my own experience and everything, and I understand that other people may have gone through similar things and want to cope in, I don't know why I did this, sorry guys, but they want to maybe cope with I don't know, some trauma they had from a past abusive relationship with reading or writing about abusive relationships. But not me. I prefer to kind of forget about that part of my life. So, you know, again, I don't ship Jax with anyone because I don't see her having an healthy relationship with anyone, and I don't like unhealthy relationships. Hope this helps. Hope this was helpful, and hope it makes sense so everyone knows why I put Jax where she is. The bird has opinions, it appears like. Jux and Pomni, I can see it more, okay? And again, I still think they wouldn't have an healthy relationship, but they have the potential to. Also, I have a friend that really ships them, which is kind of funny for the ship I ship that you'll see later. But again, it's pretty funny to me that like my friend sends me all this ship art, or like my friend even wrote a fan fiction that I read, and you know, I leave kudos on it because I'm a good friend. So yeah, like I can see it. It needs some work, but okay, Doomed Yuri, okay. It's a good trope. It's a good trope. I can understand. With Jax and Ragatha, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because I can see that too. But I don't know. Like, I think I'll put it in I can see it. But honestly, like, it's between I can see it and not my thing. Ragatha and Gangle. Okay, let's go with Ragatha and Gangle. I'm going in no particular order, as I said. It's everything, anywhere, all at once. Ragatha and Gangle. Okay, I can see it like as a one-sided crush on Gangle's side. Okay, I can see Gangle having a crush on Ragatha in the beginning, even more so like after the finale, that so we learned a bit more. And you know, Gangle entered the circus when Ribbit just abstracted. Jax was being an asshole. Kaufmo was there. Kinger was there. And Ragatha was probably the most helpful one, like the most cheerful one. So I can see it like as a one-sided crush on this. So I'll put it in I can see it. Pomni and Subol, not my thing. But also I can see it, like they don't interact a lot, but when they interact it's pretty nice. I like their relationship, even if again it's not developed. I don't want to say it's not very developed, but like it's not too in-depth, okay? But I still like the moments that they have. I think Subol is a very caring person, even with the people that they don't really like for example Jax. There is still a good person, and like a good enough person to Jax in some instances. So I think like I can see why people ship Subol with anyone. They're generally a good person and a genuine person overall. Like they're not like Ragatha. Ragatha is overly happy and cheerful, and that can be tiring. Okay, I understand that. And I also don't really like people that are like always prodding and being like, what's wrong, if there's anything wrong, talk to me. Like I don't like that. So I think Subol is the most well-adjusted character in the entire circus. Maybe Pomni and Subol are the most well-adjusted, and I can see people shipping them, honestly. So I guess I can see it. Kane and Pomni. I think it's just not my thing. That's pretty much it. Not my thing. Okay, we have very few left. Hi, baby. Okay, let's go with Ragatha and Kane. Not my thing. And just not my thing. Not my thing. I don't have anything else to say. Yeah. Also, like, personal headcanon of mine. I've always had canon Ragatha as a lesbian, so, you know, I can't ship her with any male characters. So, like, Kinger and Kane were doomed from the start. I cannot ship her with either of them. Or Gamigu, I guess. Like, I don't... Is there a ship with Gamigu? Yeah, I put it in on my thing as well. Yeah, I can't really see Ragatha with a man. Look at that. She has a lesbian's face. Ragatha and Subol. Again, Subol is a very genuine person, and I can see them having an healthy relationship with most people because of how genuine they are in general, okay, and how much of a good person they are. But still not my thing. Okay, we're getting to the top. Pomni and Gangle, not my thing. Okay, like I don't have much to say. You'll probably notice that sometimes I have a very monogamous way of thinking, which is weird because I am polyamorous, but I often have a very monogamous way of thinking. So like if my OTP is tragedy, okay, I can't be dedicated fully to, I don't know, Jax and Gangle, for example. You too? You are also monogamous minded? So yeah, as I said, Tragedy, absolute OTP. Fuck everyone. Like, I feel like Tragedy is one of those ships that if you don't ship, I don't fully trust you, right? You don't have to be a diehard fan. You don't have to read fanfiction, watch, edit, but you have to admit that there's something there. Okay, you have to say, yeah, these two are together. If you don't, I don't trust you. And for the grand finale, we got Jesterdol or Ragapom, or I think it has another name. I don't fucking know. People stop giving names to ship, please. I miss the day when the names of the ship were just the names of the characters smashed together. Whatever. Ragapom to the top. Fuck everyone. Fun fact, for me, Ragapom was like one of those ships that I latched on from the start, and every episode was like, oh yeah, Ragapom. Oh fuck, we're so over. They're not even talking. Oh yeah, we're back. Fuck everyone. It's over everyone. They're not talking. They hate each other. Whatever. And then again, whoa. So it was like that back and forth every episode. It was like, it's over. We're back. This is the tier list for this one. Let's see this one just to, because it has some characters that I didn't find in the first one. But also it doesn't have every character. It doesn't have the poly ships that I will rank. Okay, I feel like this ranking are better than mine, so I'll keep them. I'll keep OTP, ship it pretty good maybe, and OTP. I think these are better than mine. The Moon and Kane, pretty good. It's okay. I especially liked, okay, in the finale. I don't know if anyone cares, but I really like when the Moon says I love you to Kane, because Gooseworks said that Kane is also a self-insert of herself, like, and her worst characteristics and everything, and the Moon is voiced by Gooseworks, so maybe it's not that deep, you know, I understand. But also I like that particular thing. Like I felt like it was very personal in a way, and I really like that. So it's pretty good. Not something that I would go out of my way to read or to draw or anything. Yeah. Okay. The two ships that didn't have, like, that I didn't have in the past one are Cosmo and Jax. Not my thing. And Ribbit and Jax. Okay. I can personally see it. I can even believe that they had like a mutual crush that never went anywhere. And again, Doom Fury, approved. Tier list for the second one. And now we're getting to the complicated one where I'll have to look up every fucking name. This one tier list has actually 6 categories. And I feel like my only no TP is actually going in. I'd rather not see it because, again, I don't have the strength to hate something so much. Like, if I don't like something, I just don't interact with it. So, you know, even the ship that I put in no TP in the last ones, it's just going to go in I'd rather not see, if there is, because I don't know. We'll start from the top, like from the first one, going in order. Button Blossom, I cannot fucking start to imagine what it is. I imagine it's between the Ragatha and who the fuck else? Why the fuck? Why the fuck? See, this is what I was talking about. Apparently, Button Blossom is Ragapon, or Jesterdol, or fucking Button Blossom. What the fuck? Who comes up with these names? How many names do they have? Can I see it? Oh my god. Also known as Jesterdol, okay. A clown and her dolly. this is weird, okay? Button Blossom, Button Blouse, Circus Yuri. Why Circus Yuri? It's all women. Everything is a Circus Yuri. Be fucking for real. Digital Yuri, again, same thing. Everyone is a lesbian. Is a sapphic person. Brad Thread, I never heard of oh my god, I never heard of this one. Doll Queen, never heard of this one. Funny Doll, I actually did hear of this one. Okay. Harley Quilt, what the fuck? Ragpom, Pomata, this is awful. Okay, when I was talking about smashing names together, this was not it. Pomnata, oh my god, who is coming up with these names? Sapphic gesture, like, everyone is a Sapphic. Ragami, Pinwheel Button, okay. Where did this come from? Okay, where? I want to know. I want to talk. Jester Button, Funny Button, Button Bells, Silly Dolly, Silly Doll. I cannot keep track of this. I cannot. She is my favorite character, and I cannot accept that my OTP that has her in it has so many names and I cannot keep track of it. After this rant, Button Blossom apparently is my OTP. Scary Lovers, I'm gonna make an informed guess. I think it's gonna be Kinger and Gangle. Why is it Gangle and Pomni? Like, I guess, like, Pomni in the first 3 episodes was scaredy. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything, okay. I don't mind it, I guess. Okay, Kingle Bells. It's between Kinger, Pomni? I don't know. Okay, no, it's Kinger and Pomni. I got that one right. I guess. Funny Bunny. Okay, I know this one. Funny Bunny is Jax and Pomni. So, Funny Bunny, I don't mind it, I guess. Showtime. Okay, I'm informed on this one. I think Showtime is Pomni and Kane. Showtime, Pomni and Kane. Okay, I got that one right. I guess. No, I don't mind it, okay? I can even see it, honestly. Funny Gummy, I don't mind it. Abstract Doll, I think it's between Subal and Ragatha. I don't mind it, I guess. Okay, King Leader. Okay, either it's between... Okay, we already know that this ranking doesn't use the most well-known ship names, but I think King Leader is between Queenie and Kinger. It makes the most sense. Or maybe it's another name for Royal Thief, which is Kane and Kinger. Or maybe it's a fucking thruple. I don't know. Yeah, it's just another name for Royal Thief. What? I know of this ship by the name of Royal Thief. You cannot put any other name because my brain is not made for this. It makes sense. I guess King Leader, it makes sense. And Royal Thief is pretty bad. My friend commented on it. She doesn't like it. But still, okay, this one, Checkmates, I'm pretty sure it's Kinger and Queenie. Checkmates, I was right. I ship it, I guess. I don't mind, I ship it, you know. Bunny Gummy, I don't mind. Abstract Comedy. If Abstract Comedy is just it's just abstractity, I'm gonna be so pissed. It's not. The moment I wrote comedy, I was like, okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense actually. And I thought maybe it's Pomni, not Gangle. So yeah, it's between Subal and Pomni. And I guess I don't mind it. Puffmo. Who the fuck? Whose name start with Paw? P-A. P-A, I guess. P-A. Who the fuck's... Who's coming up with this name? I'm gonna make a ranking of the ship names. Oh, I went on because I was looking for the ship, okay, and I like that they changed the type of ship between Jax and Kaufmo in Head because Jax is trans femme. I really like that. But I'm still not sure that Puffmo is the ship between Jax and Kaufmo because among the names, okay, it's like Dark Humor, Kaufax, Kaufjax, Jofmo, Clown Bunny, Mischievous Honk again. Okay, we like separated two words, and Jaxmo, and this is Puffmo. Here, Puffmo. Who the fuck's Puffmo? I don't know. For now, we'll leave it. We'll leave it there. Ribbon Doll, easy peasy. Bragatha and Gangle, I don't mind it, I guess. Bunny Doll, I don't know, maybe it's more I don't know, okay. Bunny Doll, Jax and Ragatha, I don't know. Again, I think I'll put it in because, as I said, I don't see Jax having an healthy relationship with anyone, especially with anyone that she abused, like Gangle and Ragatha. I no, like it's not gonna work. Who the fuck is Dolly Lolly? Guys, this is getting out of hand. I had a feeling that it was gonna be between Ragatha and the Gummy Princess. I guess I don't mind it. Okay. Hound Doll, okay. This one, Hound Doll, I'm pretty sure is between the ghost in the manor in episode 3, and Ragatha. I don't mind it. Active. Okay, clearly it's between Kane and someone. Apparently it's another name for Bunny Thief, which is between Jax and Kane. So, I guess like two unhealthy people getting together, not a great choice. King Doll, I'm pretty sure it's between Kinger and Ragatha. So, again, as I said, it's just I'd rather avoid it instead of no TP because I don't have the strength. I don't have the strength to hate a ship that much. Clown Bunny, it's probably between Kovmo and Jax because Pomni is a jester, not a clown. Well, Kovmo is a clown. So, I guess. Cane Ball is what? Yeah, right. It's an awful name. Cane Ball, I think it's between Bubble and Kane. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. What the fuck is Orange Teeth, guys? What the fuck is Orange Teeth? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. It's between the Sun and Kane, apparently. I don't care. Sun and Moon. Bluetooth, I think it's between the Moon and Kane. And for the longest time, okay, I thought the Bluetooth was for Kane and Bubble. I don't know why, I don't know what, yeah, right. I don't know what drew me to that conclusion, and I don't mind it. Glowing Globe, just the fact that it's between the Glowing Queen and I think the Gloop Monster, it's like so random. I'd rather avoid it. I don't know. Like it's really not my thing. I don't hate it. Silly Strings. Who could it be? Strings makes me think of Gangle. Either it's Jax, maybe Jax and Gangle. Oh, okay. We got our first poly ship because apparently Silly Strings is between Pomni, Ragatha, and Gangle. Now, every ship that has Ragapom in it, it's automatically good for me. And as I said, I can see Gangle having like at least a past crush on Ragatha. So this is, yeah, I've never really read fanfiction. I never even saw fan art of them, but I can definitely see it. Maybe I'll look it up just to see if there's content of it. I don't mind it. I never really interacted with it, so you know, maybe if I interact with it enough, I'll ship it. Okay, Abstract Ribbon. Okay, Ribbon. I think it's between Jax and Gangle. No, sorry, no. Yeah, because Ribbon, I think no, maybe I don't think. I think it's between. I'm gonna lock in my answer. It's gonna be between Subo, Gangle, and Jax. Apparently no. It's not even a poly ship, it's just between Jax and I don't understand the Ribbon in the abstract, like abstract I guess. Like it makes sense because it's Subal. Why Ribbon? I don't know. But apparently it's just Jackson Subal. So, I guess. Solar Munch. Solar Munch. Okay, maybe it's like the moon, the sun, and Cain. Okay, I think I got this one correctly. It's the poly ship between Cain, the moon, and the sun. I don't really mind it. Okay, leaderboard. Okay, I think this one. Leaderboard, I'm pretty sure it's between Kinger, Queenie, and Cain. I'm locking in my answer for this as well. Also because I think I heard it a bunch of times, so I'm pretty sure Kinger and Cain are in it. And since it's like leaderboard, I think Queenie's there too. Queenie, Kinger, and Cain. Yes. Okay, I can't say I ship it because I don't really, but I can definitely see it, right? Especially with the dynamic that I have in my head, which is like one-sided royalty and of course like doomed Kinger Queenie, which I still don't, I'm not sure, checkmates, doomed checkmates. So I really don't mind it, and I think I read actually a fanfiction with like the three of them. Daltif, pretty sure it's just Ragatha and Cain, because again like my headcanon and the fact that Cain, you know, he's not very healthy. Okay, if you ship them, yeah, okay, you don't have to scream at me. Everyone in one fucking massive polycule. I can't say I really mind, honestly. I tend to personally not read fanfiction with a big polycule because I feel like, number one, it's a very fetishistic a lot of the times, and I don't like that. Like, I like poly relationships that are not just for sex, okay? I like fanfiction that have poly relationships that are well explored, that are like that treat the poly relationship with any other relationship. Because me personally, again, as I said, I'm polyamorous, and I don't really, right? Yeah, I don't really like seeing poly relationship between being reduced to sex, right? So I tend to avoid poly ships in general, unless it's like the most prominent ship in the fandom. Like for example, in the Keep Up Demon Hunters fandom, I think probably one of the most at least prominent ship is Polytrix. And since it's so prominent, I can find a lot of fanfiction that treat their polyamory as like a normal thing instead of a fetishistic thing. But outside of certain fandoms, I just kind of avoid poly ships as a whole, okay? Especially in fanfiction, because if it's just art, I can like, you know, yeah, it's fine. Fanfiction, Gamidol, I think it's between Gamigu and Ragatha, and I guess Of Tragedy, OTP, best ship ever made. It was made for me. Okay, Ribbon. I think Ribbon is between Jax and fucking Gangle. Oh yeah, Gangle and Jax. It's so nice that the whole archive, like the fandom archive, already changed everything so that the ship with Jax that she has with other female characters are in the femlash. The ones that she has with male characters are in the het category. It's very nice. I really like this dedication that people have for the archives, the ship archives. So anyway, Ribbon is Gangle and Jax, and it's an Royal Ribbons as well, because I think it's between Kinger and Gangle. Just Ribbon if I think it's between Cain and Gangle. Makes the most sense to me. And it's an King Rabbit, I think it's Kinger and Jax. Yeah. As well. I still don't know who Puffmo is supposed to be. So, this is what we got. I think that with this video, I ranked like every possible ship, okay? There are probably some that I didn't because they're so rare that like, you know, I couldn't even find them here in 3 different rankings. What I found, I ranked. This video is 1 hour long of me ranking ships. I hope you enjoyed, because like the last part, looking up every fucking ship was like I hated it a bit, okay? Of course, I'm joking. This was fun. Yeah, I'm joking. This was fun. I hope you liked the video. If you did, comment, subscribe, leave in the comment your OTP. Tell me your OTP and also your weirdest ship. It doesn't have to be your OTP. Like the weirdest ship that you're like, yeah, I've read fanfiction of that, or I like fan art of that. Whatever it is, I don't care. It can be the most obscure ship ever. Write it in the comment. With that said, we'll see each other in the next video. Say bye. Bye.